Hello guys, welcome to Pitching in Line. So today we are going to talk about RCB. It's kind of a disappointing, thing for their fans. Every year, they expect a lot from them. They have a huge fan base. They want to see their team, coasting along and winning their title. But somehow, unfortunately, that hasn't happened. In this year, I thought many would have thought that yes, this is the season. They were playing really well. They had the combination set, but somewhere in the down the line, the middle of the tournament, they lost that fizz, and they lost those momentum, and they were back to that old RCB, where everything was dependent upon only Kohli and AB de Villiers. Do you see any kind of difference in RCB this year, as compared to the previous seasons?
Yeah, a lot. I think, see, one thing what I would say is if you're qualifying into the playoffs, that means it's a successful campaign. Though, I mean, winning is number one.
Hmm.
But again, if being number two, number three, number four, it doesn't really make a difference afterwards.
Hmm.
But we are making into playoffs means it's a successful campaign, according to me. And RCB would be quite happy actually
Hmm.
because they have qualified after 2016.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure fans would have loved it, though they had a very, very disappointing end because they lost 5 matches in a row.
Hmm.
In 19, they started with 6 matches in a row, losing 6 matches in a row. They
Hmm.
ended 2020 with 5 matches in a row.
Hmm.
I think that they would be disappointed,
Hmm.
but also, you'll have Arey chalo, from 16 we didn't qualify. It's good that we qualified this year. And you could see how they were partying,
Hmm. Hmm.
RCB team.
Hmm.
They were
Hmm.
partying like hell. I think probably that's why they lost the match
Yeah.
because they had this fifth night they were partying,
Hmm. Hmm.
12 o'clock, and they
Yeah.
had match on 6th.
Yeah.
So sometimes it becomes really difficult, uh, to recover and come back.
Hmm.
So, but overall, I think I would give it 6 out of 10. Uh, they had a fairly good season, but like you rightly mentioned, when the time has come, when the crucial time has come, they were again depending upon Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers. But this season, they had a very big plus. One of the reasons why they qualified was along with ABD and Virat, you had Devdutt Padikkal. He has definitely been the find of the season, and he has also, in fact, won emerging player of this
Yeah.
season's IPL.
Correct.
So a word on him because a rookie coming and almost scoring 473 runs.
Hmm.
It's a phenomenal achievement.
Yeah, definitely. We spoke a lot about him, right? Leading into this tournament, how much of promise he is bringing into this table, and RCB would have, RCB, if you would have told them this will be the end result for Devdutt Padikkal, they would have taken it with both hands. I think he had done whatever he could, because since given it is his first outing in the IPL, I think he performed exceptionally well, and I think it's only fair that he gets a long run with this RCB team, and they don't let him go anywhere, and they invest on him. Build a core around people like him. That will only enable them to be successful in next 3 4 years, and become that consistent team. Because when you see, everybody talks about Mumbai Indians, right, winning five trophies in a row, and why they win. These people have invested on people like Bumrah, Pandya. When they came into this structure, right, they weren't superstars. They were just another ordinary players, but the kind of work they did on those players, and the encouragement they gave, I thought that's what you have to do with these players. I think Devdutt Padikkal has a long way to go. I think he will be one of the key members going ahead for RCB in the future years.
Yes, that's for sure. Devdutt Padikkal, he has played well this season. I think it's very, very important that he shows that consistency next season as well, because second season is going to be tougher.
Hmm.
That will be the toughest one. So we have to see whether he will perform well or not. And there have been a lot of positives for RCB this year.
Hmm.
You know, as usual, Virat did. Though Virat was seemed like out of form, but the class of Virat somehow made him score around 450 runs.
Hmm.
Well, he's an exceptional batsman. But
Hmm.
along with Virat, ABD, Chahal was very brilliant this
Yeah.
season.
Correct.
Uh, Padikkal.
Yeah.
I think even Siraj. I think
Hmm.
Siraj has been one player who has come out of his shadows and played well. So we have to see how he's going to perform next year, because they're going to, all these bowlers are going back to Chinnaswamy. I think that is one of the reasons why RCB did very well this season is because of Chinnaswamy. Chinnaswamy is a ground where it doesn't really give you home advantage, so that was one of the issues. Uh, so going ahead, you know, what should RCB be doing? You know, I would bring you the stats. They left out Peacock.
Yeah.
Peacock has been doing brilliantly well for Mumbai Indians.
Correct.
They left Stoinis, Hetmeyer after one season, which is very, you know, you could understand you're giving them 3 seasons, still they're not performing and you're letting them go. That is understandable. One season, it's something which is out of the logic. And they left them and they went to Delhi and they're doing very, very well. So, what do you think RCB should do to continue this effort in 2021? Because there's only 4 months' time.
Yeah, very important. One thing is, you have to trust your players. You must not, like, you give them a season, play him only 3-4 matches, and if he doesn't perform, just give him out. The strategy is not going to work for them. That is for sure. And see, you talked about, right? You talked about Stoinis, Hetmeyer, Decock, and even Shane Watson was also left by them. The year after which he went to CSK, and he was kind of very important element for them in the 2018 title triumph. So I think it's really important you trust. I think they must not let go players like now Aaron Finch and all. And even though Aaron Finch had a on and off kind of season, but I think he should be trusted more because he is a seasoned campaigner and one of the best white ball cricketers in the world cricket now, and he's an Australian skipper. So you got to trust him, give him some time, and give him that hope that you are a part of RCB and you are our match winner. So I think that is a very important thing for them to go ahead in this IPL.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. A lot of RCB fans thought this year will be their year, Isala Cup Namde, but they came closer than what they were doing last 3 seasons. So we'll see whether 2021 whether they'll turn the tide or not. See you guys.
See you.
Tata. Bye bye.
Bye bye.